I pozdrav ljudi, dobrodošli u najnoviju epizodu. Nastavljamo točno tamo gdje smo stali. Yes. Only knock. Nemam da te knokujem. Imam, evo. E sad, molim te, dođi do Rodrika.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Sweet relief! I feel better already! Oh, I needed that.
Ajmo sad redom.
Sigurd's beard, what a find!
Dobro.
I've already mastered this material. Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister. Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister.
Ok, uzeo sam 2 bloodstone sada.
Baking like a cake.
Potent heat.
Toasty! Warm as fresh apple pie.
Ok, end of time, po ko zna koji put.
Guardians, a moment of your time, if it pleases you. I have been pondering and brooding, deliberating and deducting, and I have come to the conclusion that I may well know who our true enemy is. Now, our foe is the void, of course, the usurper of time and space. But more dangerous even than the great and all-consuming nothing are those who are bent on helping it here, or bent on helping it on Rivellon. I think he still lives. The one that set it all in motion. The one you've met here in the House of the Guardians. Yes, him. It. The one who does not look quite like he used to. The one that whispered deceit and desire into Astarte's ears. He is friend to the void, and he seeks to give it dominion once and for all. That is who I think he is. As a writer, I'm going to have to disagree with you there, but even then, please don't be fooled, for he does much more than wag his tongue. What we see here, in what was once your house, is most certainly real, but the demon, Astarte, they are, so I believe, mere manifestations of their true selves. Oh, he dwells somewhere. He must. It is a creature of blood and bloodlust, of lies and stratagems. All this time he has been plotting, of that I assure you. If our enemy has a heart, he is the one that makes it beat. That is my theory.
Dobro,
Plot as much as it wants.
vidio sam sada je otišao u
Tricks.
negdje.
We shouldn't get overconfident, though. There's more to that thing than meets the eye.
Svašta.
Oh, and meetings of the year. Every year. Every year. What they
What's the word, Source Hunter? The way may be treacherous, but you must get inside. I fear my sister is doing something dreadful so far from the light of day. I believe the answer to that begins centuries ago, when your order was still cutting down so-called dark magicians by the dozens. Ours was a family of born sorcerers, you see. It was in our blood to interact with Source, but our parents were determined to curb the power within us. Still, their meekness wouldn't save them from the Source Hunters. I am, but there is more to our kind
Ok,
than they
ovo
teach
smo
at your
već čuli,
academy.
jel tako?
Source isn't only blood, and
No.
we saw. But what's so? Tell me, did you ever? No, no, that would be going too far and eschewing my own. They came on a quiet morning. My mother was wild with fright and commanded me to hide myself and Leandra outside, among the trees. Even at that young age, we knew not to question her. We climbed high into the branches of a nearby tree, and before we could look away, our parents were cut down without ceremony before our door. The Source Hunters sauntered away, wiping their blades with pride. 2 more sorcerers dead, a job well done. From that moment on, everything was different. As we trembled in that tree, our fear and our desperation were so potent that the magic within us began to weave together. Our souls became forged together, our bond unbreakable. We would survive, thrive even within those woods, never speaking to outsiders. Our soul forge meant that if one of us were to die, the other would instantly perish too. We kept one another close. Leandra's capacity was...
Dobro,
In
ja
my
ovo sam već
sister and I,
čuo.
Leandra, their days, we were, as you know, but it was her heart, your journey, it.
Okej, definitivno.
How might I serve our mission? In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions? The drift of continents through change, except,
Okay.
it seems, you. Threads I weave and tales I see, all will I tell. She is one whose history is shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a goddess. She knows you. You have wronged her. She is part of the end, though she longs to be part of endlessness. He is the instigator. He is the beginning of all ends, the birth father of death and void. Be wary of him. I know not what is fear, and yet, before him, I tremble. The threads tell me that once, oh, how many eons lie hidden in so small a word. Once, you strode across that hall in shining armor, a sovereign to all who beheld your might. I can clearly read that armies you have led, demons and dragons you have conquered, that you have ascended. But how can this be now that you stand before me a human, a mortal? How far has your soul fled from the being it used to be? Can the answer be anything but you? The threads say that you slept there, you both did, until the vigil of day and vigil of night called you away. Duty. Never did you waver from your duty, never? I cannot be certain. Perhaps the son of Frost, how mighty he was, a giant that lived for war. He and the aspect of fire, what enemies they used to be. But you sealed their allegiance and their friendship so that together, you could overcome. Overcome the dark that was spreading. So you have. It was to be expected. Once you were sovereigns after all, and all the earth lay at your feet. Tremble, you would shout, and this creature would bring his fists down upon the ground, shaking it so vigorously that the walls of the enemy would crumble. She is a creature of both tenderness and destruction. She is the summer breeze and the thunderstorm both. Once, at your command, she would drive away the rain clouds and usher in the spring. At other times, she would gather them above your enemy and send shattering strokes of lightning down along their shattering spines. Her story is the story of 1,000 tales. She has traveled the celestial sphere that is Rivellon more extensively than even the historian has. Once upon a time, her favorite words, she was of incalculable importance during the wars against the Void Guards that threatened the creation of the gods. Wherever they hid, she found them. What plans they thought most secretive, she knew them. Teller of Secrets is her title, for in her world there are none. Moloch, I know of him, he has a kind soul. In as far as kindness has least to dwell within the confines of a demon's body. He is kind in that he is honest. For that which you give, you will receive something in return with no strings attached. No unpleasant threads for me to weave. Not always was he so, no. He was true to his vicious nature. But during the Great War on Chaos, he, supposedly immortal, found himself on his back, with your sword halfway down his throat. You saw the fear in his eyes, the incomprehensibility of death and defeat, and so you took pity on him. He hasn't forgotten your kindness and became somewhat kind in return. A demon redeemed.
Okay.
You and Zandalor have always been close, Ahu. Pray tell, did you know anything about his affair at the King Crab?
Come now. Do you really think he'd let me in on it in advance if he'd been planning an affair with your sister?
How can I tell? Maybe you taught him a thing or two about slinking around in between shadows.
If that were true, Ikara, he wouldn't have been murdered, resurrected, and pursued by the bringer of the apocalypse as a result now, would he?
Ha, true enough.
Back again, and not a moment too soon. Wait till you see the fine souls who've joined my ranks, or yours for the right price.
Okay.
Of course, Chief. But maybe you ought to get rid of some of your old ones first. Never does well to sour one batch in sight of the other.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah, yeah.
Nisam više siguran ni gdje da idem. Aj probamo.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Oh, what now? Oh, if you must.
I'm ready.
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by Fluffy.
Ultimate
How am I
Troy.
enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? We are the pride of Rivellon. To be found, I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our What more is there? Yes. No, I don't see how much. I heard she has a. What'd you take me for? We may well stand on unholy ground right now. For they say so. Let me get this straight. By Bella. Anyway, be these truths, half-truths, or outright lies, it seems to me your business in Seal is concluded. Don't let the undead hit you on the way out.
Di su ono dvoje mrtvaka? Brate mili.
Your return, Mark.
Možemo li sad onom psu da kažemo da smo našli Jakea?
Greetings. These stores are for our Legion troops. Ribbon's finest work up my fine appetite. I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Jake, where are you? Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, wow. But it's nothing compared to Jake. Seems like some mutt is marking my territory. Wait! You mean Jake's still alive? Alive? And sillier than ever? Wow! Wow! This is the best news I've ever heard!
This...
Esmeralda? Blah, terrible smell. Like flowers and soap. Not. Jake has the best smell. I'd know it anywhere. Did you find something for me to stick my nose into? I already told you. It's not Aureus. Esmeralda? Blah, Jake has the best smell. I'd know it anywhere. Evelyn? I always thought her stink was a pretty good stink. Let me give that a sniff. Whoa! This smells awesome! Too awesome! This has Jake's scent all over it.
Peace be with you, traveller. May your lost loved ones rest in peace.
Rotten lamb chops.
Dobra.
Rest in peace.
Gdje smo našli? Možda tamo.
May the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
My champion.
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder shadows.
spell appears to have failed. Doesn't seem to be working. What did I do wrong?
Okej, nie rozumiem, co trzeba. Nešto propuštam. Ali ne znam što.
Death for such a crime! Death! Drawing time!
Okej, spekt. Gledaj, snimljnik potpornost na vatru.
May the earth rise to meet us!
Onslaught from afar!
Damn it.
Open your eyes. Wider!
crystal shatterer. Hyzir is in your debt for his freedom. I am beholden to you, yes, so much so that I will leave your liver where it is, and thereby is my debt erased. I wonder how you got here, a common human in the land of Fairy, upon the snowy soil of Hyberheim. You must have found a rift of some kind. Oh, very, very interesting. King? What a farce. A fool he is, for he is a jailer, and a jailer spends all his time in jail. A taker of freedom is he, and for what? Because some indulge in rather outlandish passions. Got a pig and bucket its blood to make black puddings with, then you're an honest butcher. Got a girl and do the same, then all of a sudden you're a maniac. Talk about your double standards. Ho, ho, ho. My pet name speaks for itself, does it not? I just lied, don't you know? Love to dig right into plump little bellies with my bare, clawing hands and drag the innards out into the daylight. Oh, the deep, deep satisfaction. To hear the howls of my ravaged honeys. To see them strewn about all inside out, and me standing over them, huffing, puffing, panting, pumping. Oh, only that it is a vast realm filled with soft, big-bellied creatures. And hold up, you let me out of that ice. Clearly, you've a nice, big, sympathetic bone in that body of yours. What say you hand over that rift spell, and we'll all be on our way?
You must be a...
You must be the vilest psychopath I ever met. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to kill you.
And I. Let's see how you like it to be disemboweled.
Suit yourself, little shatterer. The time has come for you to be shattered. It's time to claw and drag.
Take another shot!
Vitality restored.
Okej, vatra mu smeta.
I will melt the flesh from your bones.
Ajmo, nemoj da mi obaguješ, molim te.
worth of rummaging.
Ok, dobili smo... Ok, valjda sam kao rešio još jednu misiju. Zaboravio sam skroz na ovo čudo. Nakon što ga pobedimo, završavam epizodu. Kako mali damage.
To triumph. Ok, drago mi je da je daleko od nepobedivog.
Join us, soulless one.
Moguće da sam tako zajebao moj fire element. Šta je ovo? Hoće li mi ko objasniti što se desilo?
That is holy.
Zašto se... Je se njemu povećao health ili...
Champion.
Okej, da ne biste baš sve ovo gledali, malo ću da pauziram dok ga ne doteram do minimuma. Okej, pošto mislim da je to skoro pa to. Marš u majčinu. Znači, bukvalno pri kraju s healthom, još koji udarac i mrtav je. Mrtav je. Ajde, brate mili, da završavam epizodu.
Just a heads up, but I found myself on the receiving side of a spot of friendly fire during that last encounter.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you wouldn't keep strutting about the battlefield like a barn-sized bullseye.
I think it's your aim rather than my frame that begs improvement. But...
Dobro. Mislim da je to iskreno. Tu ćemo završiti epizodu, nadam se da ste uživali, vidimo se u sljedećoj, a do tada, čau!